Please join me for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Run.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Morning, it is Monday, April 27th, 2026, 9:00 a.m. This is the regularly scheduled meeting of the Board of County Commissioners. Roll call, please. Oh, I'm sorry. This is the Housing Authority Board. Roll call, please.
Perry Buck.
Here.
Lynette Pepler.
Present.
Kevin Ross.
Here.
Jason Maxey.
Here.
Scott James.
Here, let the record reflect all 5 county commissioners are present. Minutes need approval of the Housing Authority Board minutes from March 23rd, 2026, please.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve minutes from March 23rd, 2026 for the Housing Authority
Second.
Board.
Motion by Commissioner Buck, second by Commissioner Ross to approve the minutes of March 23rd. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. I have nothing. Bruce, anything?
Nothing.
Nothing? Anything Housing Authority Board? Housing Authority Board is adjourned. Good. Okay. Let's call the Board of County Commissioners meeting to order for Monday, March 27, 2026. Let the record reflect all 5 county commissioners are present. Minutes need first approval of the minutes from April 6, 2026, please.
Move to approve April 6th meeting
Second.
minutes.
Motion by Commissioner Ross, second by Commissioner Buck to approve the minutes of April 6th. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 2 is the minutes from April 13, 2026, please.
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve minutes from April 13th, 2026. Second.
Motion by Commissioner Buck, second by Commissioner Pepler to approve the minutes of April 13th. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Certification of hearings. These are hearing certificates from April 13, 2026. They include number 1, limited event permits, LEP 26-0001, LEP 26-0002, 0003, and 0004 for Robert Easton care of E-Moto Colorado LLC.
Mr. Chair, I make a motion to certify hearings.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Maxey, second by Commissioner Buck to certify the hearings. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Houston, are there any amendments to the agenda, please?
There are none.
Thank you. Need approval of the consent agenda,
Move to
please.
approve consent agenda.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ross, second by Commissioner Maxey to approve the consent agenda. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Up next, presentation and proclamations. This is National Apprenticeship Week for April 26th through May 2nd, 2026. Stand by, I need a drink. Okay,
Oh, you're drinking water.
that is never a safe assumption. You know? This is a proclamation for National Apprenticeship Week, April 26th through May 2, 2026. Whereas Weld County recognizes the important role apprenticeship programs play in strengthening our workforce and economy by combining paid on-the-job training with related classroom instruction. And whereas apprenticeship allows individuals to earn wages while gaining valuable skills and industry-recognized credentials, while also helping employers develop and retain a highly skilled workforce. And whereas employers, educational institutions, and workforce partners across Northern Colorado continue to collaborate and expand apprenticeship opportunities to create strong career pathways for residents. Now, therefore, be it proclaimed by the Board of County Commissioners that April 26th through May 2, 2026 be known as National Apprenticeship Week. Residents, employers, and educators are encouraged to recognize and celebrate the value of apprenticeship programs in building a strong workforce and vibrant community. Signed this day, all 5 county commissioners. Deputy Director Grant, please.
Good morning, Commissioners. Thank you. Tammy Grant, Deputy Director with the Department of Human Services. We appreciate your time this morning and opportunity to highlight the importance of registered apprenticeships in Weld County and throughout Colorado. Apprenticeships remain as one of the most effective pathways for developing a skilled workforce. And it's worth noting that this is one of the administration's top priorities in the next few years. Today in Weld County, we're happy to report that we have 21 sponsoring organizations, 42 registered apprenticeship programs. In addition, there's many employers who participate in multi-employer apprenticeship models, and even more doors that open for residents to gain hands-on training in high-quality career pathways. These programs help strengthen key industries across Northern Colorado, including construction, energy, healthcare, manufacturing, public safety, protective services, and other community services. We're grateful for the strong partnerships that we have to continue to expand apprenticeship opportunities throughout Northern Colorado. Some of those collaborations are with partners like CareerWise, Larimer County Workforce and Economic Development, Ames Community College, and Greeley-Evans School District 6, along with other industry-led sector partnerships. They play a critical role in building a robust talent pipeline. Labor organizations are also training the next generation of skilled trades professionals, ensuring that the time-honored occupations remain strong. At the same time, employers across our region are embracing non-traditional apprenticeships in areas such as healthcare, information technology, advanced manufacturing, and community services, helping more residents access meaningful, future-focused pathways. We have one example that we were going to share with you this morning of a young gentleman named Jesse Granados. Jesse, you might have heard of his name in the recent weeks. He's the Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year, and he's also the State of Colorado Youth of the Year for the Boys and Girls Club, and will be representing Colorado in Texas at a regional conference in the coming weeks. He's unable to be with us today because, well, he has a lot of priorities. He's balancing school, a pre-apprenticeship, and other things that he has going on. But he is in a pre-apprenticeship with Vestas while he's attending his senior year at Northridge High School. And Jesse also is a co-youth chair of our youth committee under our workforce development board, and we're really proud of him. And this just is an example of how it helps to transform young people's lives, but not just young adults, adults who are looking for other opportunities and or for shifting their pathway. Our business services team stands ready to support local employers, whether through the development of an apprenticeship program or other no-cost services designed to help match talent with opportunity. And we're really grateful for our high-performing workforce development board members who help guide local and regional workforce efforts with dedication and vision, of course. And our talented team who sits right here in the audience with us, because of course none of this would be possible without their service, dedication, and talent that they bring to the table to support Weld County's workforce day in and day out. So real quickly, I'd like to highlight all of the individuals who are here with us today. We have Jesse Norris, Greg Cordova, yeah, thank you, Shelby Clark, Carol Salter, Karina Ragland, Charlotte DeBrock, Andrew Chadwick, and of course, our fearless leader, Jamie Ulrich. And, you know, these are some of the faces in our workforce system. And of course, there's many others, but we could not do any of this without this team. So thank you.
Well, I am proud of the younger Jesse, the Youth of the Year, for choosing his doing of things over government pomp and circumstance. I'm glad to see that making the right choice here. Comments from commissioners. Commissioner Pepler, please.
Career success isn't based on strictly the knowledge that one has, but also the attitude, work ethic, and the ability to work with others. Also important are the abilities to continue learning, adapt, and overcome challenges. For our mentors and instructors involved in the apprentices' lives, your guidance and patience and wisdom help shape these individuals into professionals by exhibiting strong character, giving challenges to build confidence, and allowing opportunities to spark passions. Thank you for all you do.
Commissioner Maxey.
Thank you, Mr. Chair, and Tammy, thank you for everything you said. I so much appreciate our workforce development team and the services that they, excuse me, that they and others, other organizations provide to our trades and the young folks and anybody who wants to get into the trades area with apprenticeships to build their skills and get into some of those areas that are so very much needed in our community. There's members of my family who are in the trades, and sometimes that's the best avenue. Instead of going on to a four-year college, it's getting into those areas that are working with their hands. Maybe that's something that they're more engaged with compared to the studies. in school. So anyway, I just want to say I've been personally touched with your work with some family members and friends who are into the trades and get into those areas. And I appreciate so much hearing the success stories of our community, of those who have gone through it, and the work that they are able to do through the partnerships that we have with our organization. So thank you very much for doing this, and happy to have this proclamation today. Thank you.
Commissioner Ross.
Great job to our workforce team. I just want to say thank you. Job well done. Apprenticeships are awesome. It's a two-way win on this one, right? Because the folks going and that are apprentices, they're getting on-job training, learning to decide if this is the field they actually really want to go into and make a career out of, but B, making themselves better. And then on the other side, you have the companies offering those apprenticeships, and they get to grow their company. They get to share their vision and values as a company with those apprentices, and then they get a test run on some of these folks and decide if they're long-term solutions for their businesses. So I always look at it as a win-win solution, and I just say keep up the great work. Thank you.
Commissioner Buck, please.
Well, I agree with all that's been said, and I think, man, what I would have done to have an apprenticeship, what an opportunity. But again, want to thank the businesses for allowing it to happen, but also the kids that are even interested in trying to learn more before they step in and find out it's not what they're interested in. I think it's outstanding what you're doing. So proud of the team that we have, and workforce development is amazing, over the top. Thank you so much for all that you do.
Thanks, Tammy and team. You guys are the best. I appreciate it. A lot of times when I'm out talking with businesses, I hear the efforts that you guys are taking, and I appreciate that so much. On Friday, I had an opportunity to go tour a job site. In fact, the new Fort Lupton City Hall. First of all, I want to know where Fort Lupton's getting their money. It is a nice deal that they're building there. Secondly, it was a day in which they brought a lot of kids from some of the high schools on board there. It was, I think, through Built NOCO. Weld Trust has a piece of that. But what's so neat to me to watch is all the different players that are coming together to integrate, to talk about CTE and to talk about apprenticeship programs and to talk about those hard skills that we truly need in the economy today. And it was fun to watch those kids kind of light up and say, no, wait a minute. I don't have to sit in another 4 years classrooms. I can get on the job. I can learn. I can make money, and I could provide an above average living for my family. To watch those kids come alive was kind of fun to see. So thank you for empowering them to do that. And if you would, we take a picture. That'd be awesome. Thank you.
Where's mine?
Okay, onwards. Under bids, number 1 is rescind bid B 2600035, document destruction services for facilities department. Good morning, Toby.
Good morning, Toby Taylor with purchasing. As advertised, this bid was for document destruction services for all Weld County properties. The bid was awarded to Shred Monster LLC on April 20th, 2026. After the bid was awarded, the Facilities Department discovered that Shred Monster LLC did not have the required NAID AAA certification at the time of award. The Facilities Department also recognizes the clarifications and improvements in the bid need to be added to a new scope of work. Therefore, the Facilities Department is recommending rescinding this award, and then it will pursue rebidding this document destruction services.
Questions for Toby or motion, please?
Mr. Chair, I move to rescind bid B 26035.
Second.
Excuse me.
Chairman, actually, this was an appeal that came in, that there was sort of a back and forth with Toby. This was really more of an accommodation to resolve them. However, I believe that there are some gentlemen here who are like the appellant who may wish to speak.
Okay.
So you may want to open it up.
I think that would be wise. In fact, from a parliamentary standpoint, should we rescind the motion and then move forward?
It's up to you.
I can pull my motion, Mr. Chair.
I second that.
Okay. That said, is there anybody here in the audience who'd like to speak on that matter? If so, please, sir, come on forward. One at a time, please. You had your hand up first. Sir, if you'd kindly give us your name and your address for the record, please. Any comments that you have?
Hi, good morning. I'm John Actor. I'm with All American Records Management. We're the largest Colorado-owned document storage, shredding, and data protection company in Colorado. We work with a whole host of different industries and local municipalities. To mention a few, City and County of Denver, Denver International Airport, City of Colorado Springs, City of Greenwood Village, City of Lone Tree, City of Colorado Springs. We did bid on this bid. It was opened on April 1. It came in. It closed on April 14. Bid opening tabulation was provided by Weld County, showing the award going to DocuVault. That award was rescinded because they communicated to Weld County they could not do it for the total amount that they provided. The second one, it moved down the list. They went to Shred Monster. As Toby identified, Shred Monster was the second lowest bid, and they did not carry the NAID certification. The third bid lowest is All American Records Management. We do carry the NAID certification, and we met all the requirements for this for the county. So we're here wondering why we're not being awarded this, and it's going to go out to bid again.
Okay.
Do you have anything? No,
All right. Thank
that's all
you.
we have to say. Thank
Let's
you.
hear from others and we'll see what's going on. Sir, please. You kindly state your name and address for the record.
Morning. My name is Gary Waters. I'm with DocuVault, Colorado, 11111 West 6th Avenue in Lakewood, Colorado. We also are a locally owned and operated company here in the Front Range. When we put the bid in, there was a clerical error on our part, and it did not show as far as the bulk calculation was wrong. We were still, once it was even calculated that the $30,000 more was being added, we were still $10,000 cheaper than any bid that was provided to you guys. So we would have, had we known as far as if we would have accepted what we offered as far as our bid, we would have accepted it and just have not done, we would have lost $3,000 more a month as far as our year for the job itself. So we were the lowest bidder. We were off just because of a clerical error, and I submit that DocuVault would be the winner of this bid.
Thank you for your comments, sir. Toby, help us sort through this, please.
So when the bids were received, DocuVault submitted a price, and the department, when reviewing that, noted that the price did not match. And so they sought clarification from the vendor, DocuVault, which then sent in an amended bid amount. And as a result of sending that amended bid amount, their bid was determined non-responsive. So to clarify, the first person that came up, the county did not award to DocuVault. They were just the lowest in the initial tabulation. But their bid was determined non-responsive because they changed their bid after submission, which then made Shred Monster the lowest bid, which was what was brought before the board for recommendation for approval. The board awarded that, and during the contract review period, the facilities department determined that they did not meet specifications at the time of their bid. And through some conversations with the facilities department, they realized that there are some changes to the scope that they would like, and they're going to recommend, or are recommending today, to rebid the services through the first action, which is to reject all bids and rescind the bid award that was awarded on April 20th.
Okay. So from a standpoint of the county's needs, the facilities department has recognized. Patrick, if you want to hop up here and perhaps provide some content or some some context rather, that would be appreciated. You have decided, given that we had a couple of bids that were not, or a couple of bidders that were not meeting the specifications of the bid, there was an opportunity then for the facilities department to say, no, we really want these additional services as well. Please help me out there.
That's correct, Mr. Chair. Patrick O'Neill, Director of Facilities. We have an opportunity here to clarify the expectations for the bid and the language that's in the bid, and we're choosing that route to make sure that we have everything that's in there that we need to have in there. There's a few things we'd like to add.
So then the bid would be, the scope of the job is different, and so that would warrant then a rebid, so to speak.
That's what the facilities department is wanting to pursue. Yes.
Okay, understood.
Okay,
Questions?
I get it.
Mr. Chair, with that knowledge and taking into account facilities request, again, I will still move my previous motion to rescind bid B 26,035.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ross, second by Commissioner Buck to rescind bid B 2600-035. Further discussion? My discussion would be as follows. First gentleman who testified, I would agree with you, but the scope apparently needs to be changed. So therefore, we're going to have to rebid, and I will be supportive of the motion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thanks, Toby. Under new business general, number 1 is to consider quote for cooperative purchase of 3 trailer mounted display highway safety and traffic control boards pursuant to buy board agreement number 703-23 for Wanco Inc. Toby.
Works Department requested 3 trailer mounted display boards that will be new additions to the Maintenance and Support Division. This is approved in the 2026 budget. County Code 54100 allows county to participate in cooperative purchasing agreements. Buy board contract 703-23 is the cooperative agreement that's being referenced. The Weld County Fleet Services Department is recommending approval to purchase these 3 specified trailer mount display boards from Wanco for Public Works Department for a total cost of $72,910.89.
Questions for Toby or a motion, please?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the resolution.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Buck, second by Commissioner Ross to approve the resolution. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Number 2 is to consider revised memorandum of agreements for East Colorado Small Business Development Center as a recipient of Weld County General Fund monies. Authorize the chair to sign and rescind resolution number 2025-3505 dated December 17, 2025. Morning, Jennifer.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jennifer Oftley, Budget Manager. On December 15th, 2025, we signed the original MOA, which is the Memorandum of Agreement with the Small Business Development Center. It was approved by the board. Shortly after, they came back to us and said that the fiduciary host of the SBDC was transitioning from UNC to the Office of Economic Development and International Trade. And UNC would not sign the MOA as they were not going to be the fiduciary handling SBDC. So we finally got the returned MOA and we are requesting approval of the agreement.
Questions for Jennifer or a motion, please?
Mr. Chair, move to approve the resolution.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ross, second by Commissioner Buck to approve the resolution. Further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you,
Thanks,
Jennifer.
Jim. Number 3, consider contract, Number 3 is to consider contract ID 10585, change order number 1 to agreement for construction services for demolition and abatement of West Block 66 North, bid number 2600011, and authorize the chair to sign for Ancon 2 Constructors, Inc. Good morning.
Good morning, Commissioners. Patrick O'Neill, Director of Facilities. There is a contract for demolition and abatement of the West Block ID number 10546. This contract was awarded to Ancon 2, and the contract was approved by the board April 15. Additional required abatement scope was identified after destructive sampling was carried out, resulting in a change order request. The additional cost of the change order is $324,825.80. This will increase the contract value to $1,138,939.97. Change order was reviewed by the Board of County Commissioners during the administrative work session of April 14. The Facilities Department is recommending approval of this change order.
Questions for Patrick or a motion, please?
Mr. Chair, I'd move to approve contract ID 10585.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ross, second by Commissioner Buck to approve contract ID 10585. Further discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thanks, Patrick.
Thank you.
Number 4 is to consider contract ID 10589, modification amendment number 1 to task order contract for Community Tobacco Initiatives Project, Amendment 35 for the tobacco use prevention and cessation education, and authorize the chair to sign, period. There's a period there. Morning, Director Chesser.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jason Cheshire with the Health Department. This item is a renewal task order, basically a continuation of our department's tobacco education and cessation program. It's a pretty robust program. We have a handful of employees who spend the majority of their time on those efforts. It's fully grant funded, this particular task order for fiscal year 2027, which begins July 1st, would be $474,568. No county costs are being requested. We will conduct these activities with existing staff. I would say that we will shift some staff hours towards tobacco funding because there is increased funding, but we are not requesting new positions. I recommend that the board approve this task order.
Questions for Jason or a motion, please?
Mr. Chair, I make a motion. We approve contract ID 10589.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Maxey, second by Commissioner Pepler to approve contract ID 10589. Further discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 5 is to consider acceptance of 2026 Indoor Radon Grant Fund Purchase Order terms and conditions for education, testing, and outreach services. Jason.
Thank you, sir. So our department has had a radon program for long before my time with the county, I think about 20 years. The board approved a grant application. This would have been last spring for the current fiscal year. We made a procedural error in not bringing the purchase order back before the board to accept it. So we're 10 months into the year. We're now asking the board to accept the purchase order that's funding the current year program.
Questions for Jason or a motion, please?
Mr. Chair, I move that we approve the resolution.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Buck, second by Commissioner Maxey to approve the resolution. Further discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Number 6 is to consider contract ID 10590, application for 2027 Indoor Radon Education and Outreach Program grant funds, and authorize the chair to sign. Jay.
So again, we're doing the same thing we did last year. This is actually the renewal for the radon program for the next fiscal year. This is the state fiscal year beginning on July 1st. The application, this is a non-competitive grant, so technically there is an application process. We're asking the state for $31,089.37, which would cover the cost of the program. And if this is, assuming we get the program, I promise to bring the purchase order to the board sooner rather than later. I recommend that the board approve this grant application.
Questions for Jason or a motion, please?
Mr. Chair, I move to approve contract ID 10590.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Pepler, second by Commissioner Buck to approve contract ID 10590. Further discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries.
Thank you.
Jason. Under new business planning, number 1 is to consider contract ID 10581, improvements and road maintenance agreement according to policy regarding collateral for improvements. Authorize the chair to sign and accept project collateral for use by special review permit USR 24-0028 for SVW Farms LLLP. Good morning, Jasmine.
Good morning, Commissioners. Jasmine Trio Martinez with Planning Services. Regarding the improvements in road maintenance agreement for USR 24-0028 SVW Farms LLLP, we respectfully request that the board accept project collateral in the amount of $795,103.00 procured in the form of irrevocable letter of credit number LC 0090021300941 guaranteed by American Ag Credit. The applicant understands the required improvements to be completed, and you should have a scope of work behind your packets in the reso.
Questions for Jasmine or a motion, please?
Mr. Chair, move to approve the resolution.
Second.
Motion by Commissioner Ross, second by Commissioner Buck to approve contract ID 10581. Further discussion. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Thanks, Jasmine. Finally, public comment. Each individual speaker is allowed a 3-minute period of time in which to direct comments to the board. Chair shall enforce the rules of order and decorum and will not accept comments regarding matters which are scheduled to be considered at a future public hearing, such as a land use hearing. In that event, the speaker will be asked to give their testimony at the appropriate public hearing, either in person or in writing, pursuant to the rules set forth in section 2120E of the Weld County Code. Any comments from the public this morning? Comments from the public? Seeing none, we'll stand adjourned. Thank you.